Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? So, if you are a consultant, you are a coach, you are a service provider, and if you ever have thought about lowering your prices in order to get more clients inside your offers, stop. Okay, stop it right now because that is exactly what we are going to talk about today. Should you lower your price to increase your sales? That's the big question here, right? Every time when I get on a sales call, I hear like, "Hey Anu, I think I should lower my prices because I have been dealing with sales drought for months." The short answer is freaking no. Okay, the short answer is no. But the answer is, well, keep watching because today I am breaking down the 5 reasons why so many coaches and consultants feel tempted to drop their prices, and more importantly, 3 powerful strategies you should do instead to get fully booked in your one on one coaching and start scaling, like launching your group offer program at a premium price. So let's dive in. If you have a coffee, tea, grab it, come with me, and let's get started, okay? I'm drinking my coffee because I love coffee in the morning. So, let's talk about why do so many coaches feel like they have to lower their prices just to land more clients? To scale your business, to be booked out with one on one coaching and have more clients in your scalable group offer, you have to think bigger than just lowering your prices. And I want to give you 5 reasons why you might think about, hey, let me lower my price. Okay. One of the first reasons is fear of rejection. Did you ever felt fear of rejection? You are worried that if your prices are too high, that potential clients will say no. So you tell yourself, okay, if I make it cheaper, more people will actually say yes. But let's break down the belief right now because that is the exact belief that is actually holding you back from scaling your business, from actually making more money. Um, have you ever noticed that when you offer discounts on a sales call, people still hesitate to actually make the buying decision to actually invest and come into your offer? And it's because the price is not the real reason why someone doesn't buy. That is not the real reason. In a sales call, you didn't build enough trust, you didn't build enough believability, and you didn't build the urgency, which means that goes back to your conversion, that goes back to you working on your conversion. Because when you showcase to your potential client, hey, I can help you to solve your problem, and you help them to believe in the process you share with them, and you actually increase the urgency, which is, hey, if you don't solve this problem right now, you will continue to have these hidden costs. You will continue to have all these um, after challenges, then no one will buy. It is your job as the salesperson. You are not only a coach. In your business, you are also the marketer, you're also the salesperson. So, on a sales call, you have to talk about the urgency. You have to know how to increase the urgency. You have to know how to showcase your process so they believe that they can solve their problem with you. That is the missing piece, right? It's not the price, friends. If someone doesn't see the value you can solve their problem, the value that they can actually do the work in order to solve the problem, if they don't believe in that, if they don't see the value in that, no price drop will change that. You can go from 5K to $500, they will still be in a point where they will hesitate to invest in your offers, in your high ticket coaching offer. So that goes back to you fearing of rejection and also the high conversion you need to build. It's a skill, right? You need to focus on positioning your offer as the only choice for the right person. Okay, that is what we need to focus on. So if you come to my program and you tell me, hey, I have been getting on a call, but I hear price objection, let's focus on positioning your offer in the right way in the market so that it is the only choice for your ideal clients, for your dream people. So the next reason is, if you don't have enough people inquiring about your offer, you start to think, okay, maybe I am charging too much. But the actual reason is that you don't have enough leads. So let's flip that, okay? What if your price is actually perfect right now, but you didn't reach enough leads? You didn't reach enough of the right people yet. Means you stopped doing lead generation activities. You stopped actually talking about your offer. You stopped doing collaboration. You stopped doing networking. You stopped talking to people in the DMs. So this is not the pricing problem. You have a visibility problem. You have an exposure problem. Your offer is not being seen enough. Your offer is not being talked enough by you in order for your dream clients to decide if they want to actually work with you or not. Imagine a luxury car, okay? A luxury car dealership open in the middle of a desert island. Do you think they will get a lot of sales? So, no matter how incredible their cars are, if no one knows that they are existing, they won't sell a single one of their car, even if their cars are so incredible. So, and this is the problem that you have right now. Your job is not to lower your price, it is actually to get in front of more qualified buyers. What did you do in the past to generate more leads? Why did you stop that? Why did you stop going out and making sure that you always get more leads in your audience? And I know oftentimes when we get clients, when we get a few clients and we are almost booked out, we tend to feel like we don't have to do the marketing side, we don't have to do the lead generation side, and we subconsciously, we don't even know about that, but we subconsciously stop actually doing those activities. And because of that, we stop getting more leads. And if you stop getting more leads, you stop getting more clients, period. And you don't want that in your business. You always need to have leads, always need to do the work in order to keep the lead flow coming in into your business. So it's not your price, it's that you don't have enough leads, and we need to work on generating more leads in your audience. And maybe you see other coaches in your niche charging less. Maybe you are looking at $1 million coaches, right? And you see them charging less, and you assume that if you don't match their price, no one will buy. Again, you see other coaches in your niche charging less, and you assume, okay, if they are actually charging less money, who am I to charge more money? I won't get clients, so I have to match their prices so that I will also get leads, I will also get clients. But the truth is, cheap pricing doesn't mean better clients, especially if you're a high ticket coach, especially if you're in the phase of building and scaling your business to six figures and beyond. So it usually, like, cheap prices also attracts people who are looking for quick fixes rather than actually being committed to the real transformation, to their own transformation. And I want you to think about, do you really want to work with clients who are shopping for the lowest price, or do you want to actually work with clients who are invested in their own success? No matter if you are a health coach, no matter if you're a mindset coach, no matter if you're a life coach or a business coach, what type of clients do you want to work with? Because the best clients, they are not looking for cheap, they are actually looking for effective solutions and being able to solve their problems, right? So again, the price is not your problem, it's you are comparing yourself to $1 million coaches. But if you are not at the $1 million coach level, why do you want to solve a problem where you are not at? Why do you want to actually charge less if you know if you charge more, you are more able to actually get a real transformation to your clients, but also scale your business? So that was the third reason. The next reason is if deep down you don't fully believe in your offer and that your offer is worth charging 4 figures or 5 figures, it will always be hard to charge high ticket. Even if you are working with a business coach and your business coach is not helping you to shift this belief, and you still don't believe in your offer and that it is worth it to charge 4 figures, no matter what the strategies you're going to get from your business coach, it won't work. So that's why you still think, okay, I need to lower my prices. Should I lower my prices? So you lower it, thinking it may be easier for you to sell, right? But the real challenge here is if you still don't believe in your own value, in the value of your offer, even after lowering your prices, you will have hard times to make the sales. You will have hard times to get the clients, right? So if you don't believe in your own value, if you don't believe in working in your offer value and learning how to communicate that online, why should your clients? If you don't believe in your own skills, why should your clients? If you don't believe in your offer, why should your clients? If you don't believe in your solution, why should your clients? If you don't believe that the price you have set is worth it and that they're gonna get a 10x return on investment, why should your client? So I had a client who's a style coach, and for months she was going through a sales drought. She started to questioning if she was charging too much and thought about, okay, maybe I should lower my prices. So on our sales call, she mentioned that, and I helped her to see, hey, if you still lower your prices, you continue to lower more prices because the real reason why you are not making sales is not the price. It's that your positioning is wrong, your messaging is not refined, and that's what we did now in our coaching container. So instead of cutting her rates, I helped her to refine her messaging and her positioning. I helped her to believe in her offer, and we made sure that we are talking to the right audience and we are actually showcasing the value of her offer in every single piece of content she is now creating. And guess what? She didn't lower her prices, and she still booked 3 sales call in a short time of period. So the problem was never the pricing. You think it's the problem, but deep down there is a bigger reason you need to uncover in order for you to keep the sales coming in and be consistent in your coaching business, right? So she learned how she needs to articulate the value. She learned how to communicate the value and the offer she's actually having and how she's going to help someone to get out of the misery inside her coaching program. And the last reason is your scarcity mindset, my friends. So you think, if I don't take this client at a lower rate, I won't get any clients at all. So I had a client, so she was getting on a sales call and she was getting a price objection. And instead of actually helping the other client, so her client, to go to overcome the price objection, because price objection is not the real reason why someone is not saying a yes, this person took their time. The time is the highest valuable resource on earth. You can always make more money, but you can never get the time back, right? So the price is never the problem. The real problem is you as a coach, you don't know how to dig deep into figuring out why this person is giving me a price objection. So I actually wanted to give you an example, right? So my client got on a call, she got price objection, but instead of actually working through the price objection and helping her client to uncover it, she kind of like did lower her rates or offered something for cheaper, right? Um, and if this comes from scarcity mindset, and we worked on that and we came up with different solutions in order for her to do it in the future sales calls, right? So your thinking of, okay, if I actually take this client at a lower rate, I won't get any clients at all, is a scarcity mindset. It's coming from a place of fear. It's coming from a place of lack. And what will happen? You attract clients who don't value your expertise, and you end up overworked and underpaid, right? You don't want that. You want to have clients who are equally committed to their own success, right? You want clients who value your expertise, who value your skills, and who actually want to pay you the price you have set. The price you have set because you know that this program is the value worth, right? And they're gonna get a return on investment. So when you charge more, you don't just make more money, my friends. You attract better clients. You attract clients who are committed, as I said, equally committed. You attract better clients who want to see the transformation. You attract better clients who don't need hand holding, because we are not creating here codependency relationships, right? You attract better clients who implement. As a coach and client, it's about implementation. It's not about only receiving the strategies and then waiting that for the next call to actually get more strategies, but you need to implement in between the sales calls. Sorry, in between the coaching calls, right? So clients, you want to have clients who are ready to do the work, who know that they're going to actually solve the problems with you, who respects your time, clients who actually want to get better results and who are invested in their own success. Why? Because the price they pay reflects the level of commitment they are bringing in. And I've seen that over and over again. And that's why I only work with high ticket clients. So I could easily charge for my live streams. I see so many coaches, they are actually selling these type of content as a masterclass. $99, $100, $150, something around that. But I don't want that. I want to work with less clients, but who pay me premium prices, high ticket. Um, and I want to treat my free coaching, free content as masterclasses, because all these reasons you can take, you can scan it through your own business and life, and you can see, okay, are these the reason why I'm not making more money, why I'm not scaling my business beyond six figures, where am I stuck? You can use my free content as a free masterclass, and then when you are ready, you can actually work with me inside my private coaching or inside my group offer in order to see the results you want to see. So this is the kind of dynamic I am holding inside my business, because that is ethical for me. That is how I always run my business. So again, the price they pay reflects the commitment they bring inside the coaching program. All right, now that we have unpacked why you feel tempted to lower your price, if you have lowered your price, DM me on Instagram, comment down below. I want to help you to increase your price, to see the worth of your offer, and to start selling at this price. And it also goes back to money mindset. I should actually do another live about money mindset. But let's talk about what you should actually do instead, okay? Because listen, discounting your pricing, that's not a strategy. It's not. It's not. It's just a reaction. It's a chain reaction. You didn't get the leads. You didn't close a client. You had a client or few clients on a sales call, but they said no because of the price objection. You are like, oh, all these circumstances, I think it's because my price is too high. But you have to see, this is a reaction from an unfavorable circumstance that you have experienced. And we are not building a six-figure business on reaction. Just because a person said no to your price on a sales call doesn't mean to react and change, right? With discounting your offers. So again, discounting your offers is not a strategy. We build our six-figure business, seven-figure business on strategies. And I want to give you the three things that you need to do right now. The first thing, write it down. You need to strengthen your sales process. So Instead of lowering your prices, get better at selling. This is what I teach inside my offers. You need to get better at selling. It's an everyday skill you need to work on. If you can clearly communicate the transformation your offer is providing in your content, in a sales call, in a DM conversation, the right clients will see the value. The right clients will start to believe, or should believe before they even pay you, I can do this. You should always communicate the possibilities your clients will have when they start to work with you, right? So, the most coaches think if I just get my price low enough, people will say yes. But that's the wrong mindset. Your job is not to convince someone to buy. It's not your job to convince someone to buy. Write this down in the comment section. Your job is not to convince someone to buy. Your job is to show them why they cannot afford not to buy. It's your job to show your people why they cannot afford to stay in the same place as they are right now with all the challenges they are having. So work on your messaging, okay? That's a part of your sales process. Work on your messaging. Improve your ability to handle objections with confidence. If someone says no to your offer, it's don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. Baby boo boo, don't take it personally. If it is triggering you, work on your nervous system. Go watch the live stream video from yesterday, right? So you need to learn handling objections with confidence is also a strategy. It's also like you get better at selling, and you need to start positioning your offer as a must have rather than a nice to have, especially in this economy. Like, people need to know that this is a must have, and it goes back to you showing them why they cannot afford not to buy right now. What are the hidden costs? Tell this to them, okay? Next one is increase your visibility and your lead flow. More leads, more sales at high ticket prices. If you are not getting enough inquiries, you don't have a pricing problem. You have a marketing problem. Your messaging is a problem. So instead of panicking, okay, and instead of actually lowering your prices, ask yourself, how can I get in front of more of my dream clients? Where are your dream clients hanging out? You have two options. Either, like, first one, you leverage content, you actually become a beast at organic content, you do collaborations, you do networking, you ask your current clients, hey, can you give me a referral? I'm actually looking for 5 more one-on-one clients. Do that, or you're gonna do paid ads. Those are the two options, my friends: organically or paid ads. So the more eyes you have on your offer, the more sales you make. The more you talk about your offers every single day in your content, the more sales you make. The more eyes, or the more you talk about your offers in the DMs and you make an invitation to book a call with you, the more sales you're going to make without lowering your prices. Don't touch the price tag, okay, my friends? And the last one is position yourself as the high ticket coach. So if you want to close high ticket clients, you have to show up like a high ticket coach. You have to embody that you are a high ticket coach. That means, again, refining your personal brand. A high ticket coaching business means you have to build a personal brand. You have to show your face. You have to share publicly your unique views, like the point of views you have about the industry you are in. You have to tighten up your messaging. You have to share client wins. You have to make sure content speaks directly to people who are ready to invest in transformation, not just DIY people, right? You have to share your bold and unique perspectives. Ask yourself, would a luxury brand like Louis Vuitton discount their prices just to make a sale? I don't think so, because they know their value, they know the value of the offer, and they know the right people would always walk inside the door. So you need to own your your worth in the same time, in the same way. You need to know that your offer is gonna be seen by the right people who want to actually work with you, who are seeing the value instead of you convincing them to to see the value, right? Or convincing them to buy, convincing them that the price is worth it. Showcase them. Don't convince them. There are two different energies there. All right, my friends, let's wrap this up, okay? Lowering your prices might seem like the easy way to get more clients, but it's actually the fastest way to burn out, to under earn, and to actually give up on your coaching business. Go back to why did you start this business in the first place? But instead, focus on improving your sales process, get better at converting clients. This goes back to your sales skills, increase your visibility, and position yourself as the expert in your space. And as always, I want to give you a homework. I want to give you a challenge. Drop a comment below and tell me what's the one thing you are committed to do differently after today's video. Is it that you want to increase your visibility and your lead flow? Do you want to work on your sales skills, your sales process? Do you need to work on your positioning as the high ticket coach? What is it? What's the one thing you are committed to do differently? And if this episode helped you to think differently about your high ticket prices and rates, hit that like button so I know to create more content like this. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.